Welcome back to the Breeders' Cup. You won this race in 2005 with St. Liam. White Abarrio, you've talked so much about this horse leading up to the Whitney and then bringing him out here early. Just kind of tell us your plan and everything that went into making it to this race.
I don't know that it was a plan. I think it was a reaction because right after the race, all I was saying is we got to get him out there. We got to get him out there. So I found out when Santa Anita was reopening their track and he was there that day, I just thought it was better for the horse to do that as opposed to just hanging back in New York where you could get stuck with weather, stuff like that. But when I was training St. Liam for the Santa Anita Handicap, he was training like clockwork. And we sent him there last minute and just didn't happen. And he showed up the rest of the year. So it wasn't a plan. It was just a natural reaction. That's what I feel it was. We didn't have to think about it. It was just, let's go.
And I want to get to and introduce all the owners that are up here. So I'm going to start at the end, and if you can just introduce by your name, and then just tell us a little bit about your relationship and the ownership of this horse, and what a day today's been.
My name is Antonio Pagnano, and I'm just very happy. Today has been one of the best days of my life. I want to thank the trainer, I want to thank Mr. Clint, Mr. Mark. But most of all, I want to thank my partner, Carlos Perez. He has been with me since the beginning. And, you know, I'm just happy. I'm speechless. I got no words to describe what I'm feeling today. I'm just very happy today.
Well, it's definitely a very exciting day. And Clint Cornett, if you can kind of the same thing, this partnership, this horse, and you made a change sending him to Rick with the idea to race in New York, and just if you can kind of take us through that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mark saw White Abarrio run first time out and contacted Carlos, and, that's sort of how the relationship began with all of us. And it's really been an unbelievable ride, since we started in Florida with him as a late 2-year-old and in his 3-year-old career. I hope this horse after this race gets the respect it deserves, right? Because I think he has been a little overlooked throughout his 3-year-old career. But I'll tell everybody, he's here at 4 and he's here to stay.
And is he here to stay for 5?
As of right now, yes.
Okay, and then Mark, I'll kind of ask you the same question. The partnership here leading to this biggest stage and this race, Breeders' Cup Classic. There is nothing bigger in the States for a horse like this. What does it mean to this partnership?
It means a lot. I mean, we've been through some tough decisions with this horse. Management decisions. We were blocked a couple of times with things we really wanted to do with this horse. And the horse is a good horse. He'll overcome just about anything. So, when we had to make a decision going into the Met Mile, there happened to be a pretty good trainer available at the time named Dutro. So it wasn't too tough of a decision to, send him up to New York for Rick. And sometimes things happen for a reason.
And I'll open it up now to the press for some questions. I know everybody is eager with questions. We'll start right here. Please announce yourself and who you're with.
Mike Rucker with Horse Racing Nation. Rick, it's been a long time since you've been up here at the Breeders' Cup at the Winners Post-Race Conference, and you've been through a lot in between. Can you just talk a little bit about your emotions at being back at the top where you belong?
I don't feel that I am back at the top, but I feel that the white horse is. I'm just hanging around him. As soon as I get stables like Todd and Chad, then I'll feel like I'm back on the top. But right now, I just feel like I'm lucky to be around him. I feel he's on the top. And I love being around good horses like that. It just makes you feel like a good horseman, and that's always what I wanted to be.
All right, next question. Anybody? Back here with the press. Here we go.
Yeah, Tom Padula, Horse Racing. What does this mean to you in your comeback? How much can this help your comeback?
Well, I don't know how much it helped my comeback because I came back 7 months ago. So, but I mean, this hopefully it helps me pick up nicer horses and more higher end quality clients and stuff, you know, because I want to be around good horses. I'm very lucky to be around him right now. I don't have a stable pack with good horses, you know, and that's really what I want. And I'm going to be striving for it. I'm going to be calling everybody tomorrow when I get done with Disneyland and say, hey, I'm ready for some horses here. Can you guys send me some horses? Believe me.
All right, anybody else? We got one question. All right, we'll start here. Back.
Ron Flatter with Horse Racing Nation. For both of the Cornets, why Rick? Was it timing? Was it, take us through why you chose Rick to be the new trainer?
Okay. We're going to get very specific here. At Churchill Downs, we had an issue where they scratched our horse. Naira decided that they weren't going to accept entries, nominations, and I wanted to run in the Metline. Okay? So I had to make a trainer switch. And I've known Rick a long time. I know exactly what he was capable of. This fit, this horse was tailor-made for him. The horse at the time, in the middle of May, had blossomed like a horse I've never seen. Physically, girth, shoulder, hip, everything came together for this horse. And we cut him back to 7 furlongs at Gulfstream. And that's the day he ran huge. We wanted to get a little confidence in him, get his feet under him, get his confidence back. And that's when we decided to make the call. It was a very, very short list of New York trainers. And I called and talked to Rick. We probably talked for 30 minutes. And I decided to pull the trigger. So that's how I ran.